Parasite Eve is a highly beloved classic Squaresoft title, a game that was sometimes described as Resident Evil meets Final Fantasy, and played like no other survival horror game on the market. While it made use of Final Fantasy's ATB system, players could move around and dodge in real time. When attacking, this sort of dome would appear, and it would allow you to attack enemies within the weapon's range. It was such an incredibly cool and unique system. Fans have been desperate for Parasite Eve to make a return, with the last game in the series being The Third Birthday, a game that received heavily mixed reviews from critics and fans alike, with its Metascore sitting at 71 and its user score sitting at a 6.3. And in full honesty, this is not a game that is fondly remembered by fans. Since then, people have wondered, has Square Enix shelved Parasite Eve? Are they absolutely done with the franchise? A reasonable question to ask, as The Third Birthday first debuted in 2010 in Japan, meaning that we are going on 15 years since there's been a last Parasite Eve game. But unfortunately, it's not as simple as just Square Enix needs to make a new Parasite Eve game. For example, The Third Birthday is not called Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve is stuck in licensing limbo because Square Enix owns the original games, but the underlying IP and the name come from Hideaki Senna's 1995 novel, meaning that any reboot would require renegotiating rights. And while Square Enix has maintained their trademarks, the series only having a modest commercial history have likely not made it worth reviving for them, which I think is an absolute shame. Survival horror is bigger than ever. The recent Resident Evil games, which are selling millions, and currently I am really enjoying Silent Hill F. There is not a more opportune time to bring back Parasite Eve, and if you do, I guarantee it will surpass its former glory, and I believe it is absolutely worth resecuring the rights and getting out a brand new Parasite Eve. But as far as we know, Square Enix currently has no plans to make a new Parasite Eve game. It's not even a good 4chan rumor that you can cling onto for copium. So for now, it seems like Parasite Eve as a franchise will be left to die.